Volunteers run through that tee. It's showtime. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Volunteers will kick this away to get us going here. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. That's caught. It's Daniels. Fights off a defender.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Trying to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these third downs, and it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaking free at midfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Gators are going to keep this drive rolling. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking for some space. It's Daniels. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
He'll pitch it. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for the...
Will he score here? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, his spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty is on. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down and 10 now. And now the running back's got it again. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Well, Kirk, you've played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's reeled in. It's Daniels. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Grab down the middle. It's Burke.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Lagway. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Timeout. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Tennessee. He just sprints into the end zone. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching it.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Florida offense retakes the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Nice grab. It's Burke. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Makes a quick catch. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inch.
He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. This quarterback on fire today.
And I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in the last possession. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
So, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That's caught. It's Burke. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
And it's incomplete even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. To throw, it's Lagway. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The attempt is no good. The lead remains 3 after that miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's White. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Shotgun formation here on third down. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Florida. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Powering through the defender. He steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Vols.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Looking for a deep completion. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
So second down after the incompletion. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. This time, a completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Receiver makes the catch. Gets loose now and heads downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And that is no good. After the miss, it's still a 3-point lead. Minot's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Again, makes it second and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they go in front here in the second half.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the extra point was up and good. This one will be fair caught. Offense retakes the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Eludes a tackle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Burke. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down after that short completion. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Gators come to the line in the 3-up. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards on the back end.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Pitches to the back. And they've got him.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
That play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. And we're able to get him down.
Big decision here on the road for this offense on fourth down. These are the calls that can either suck the energy out of the stadium if it goes in your favor, or it can hype the home crowd up that much more and give them momentum if you're stopped.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen, and that's now going to bring up 4th down.
A really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And we're all tied up now.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. Moves the ball up to the 30. Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field well, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. He's found some room at the 45. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, it shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
QB decides to keep it here. He's got some room. Can he get there? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And the Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Touchdown, Florida. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Ball handed off. Here's the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Scanning the field. It's Ayamaleva. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Here's the second down play. Trying to find room. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The Volunteers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. A short completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
You know, this back is taking advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on third down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the first down. And he's able to do that here in the fourth quarter.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. To the air, it's Iamaleava. It's the running back in the flat. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's everything you can hope for here for an offense. They make a nice completion here. The thing that really stood out to me, the fourth quarter, late in the game, the clock is essential. Get out of bounds when you can. Get a first down when you can. He does both here to set up the offense here nicely.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Aiming for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And a short pass caught in the end zone. They convert the two-point try.
Man, I'm a little bit surprised that they went for 2 instead of kicking it to tie it up. But here we are in the second half. They decided to roll the dice, and this time it's in their favor as they take the lead by a point.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle and that's complete. Tackle, but first down. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Offense getting set. It's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Grab behind the line, it's Burke. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the defense will take a timeout here with 22 seconds on the clock. Second down after that previous play. He hands it off from the gun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And it's good. He splits the uprights with a pressure kick to win it. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Well, you love to see a game, Kirk, come down to the final possession. It was who's going to have the football last, and they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to